Welcome to the Three Mouseketeers, the sibling podcast that understands your Disney addiction. I'm Jared.
And I'm Emily.
Obviously, we have a missing voice on this episode. We are a week late, but that is okay. Better late than never, I suppose. Had some work conflicts, and now Amanda has some travel conflicts. So you're only going to get one of the two of us. So be happy for
it's
that, I
just
guess.
us.
It's just Emily and I tonight, but we wish Amanda the best travels. She is currently at Disney. So
Yeah.
she did text us earlier and say that they are testing Tron right now. So that's
she
pretty
sent some
exciting.
pictures and videos.
Yeah.
It
Super
looks
jealous.
pretty cool at night.
It does look very cool at night, which, I mean, we knew it was going to anyway, right? So not surprising there. In this episode, we're going to be talking about some news. We're going to put our draft on hold for this episode, waiting for Amanda to get back. But tonight, we're going to be talking about some cool things. We're going to talk about the Walt Disney World single-day ticket prices, and we're going to be talking about the cruise liner that they just purchased. But first, Emily, we got to get down to trivia. Are you ready?
Let's do it. It's just me tonight.
It is just you, but I think this one's going to be fairly easy. This one comes from Lilo and Stitch. I tried to make it something that you might get. And here's the question. What does Nani call the manager at the luau when she tells Lilo that she quit?
Mm-hmm.
Is it A, a vampire, B, a zombie, C, a creep, or D, a no-good capitalist?
I think it's a creep. What was A again?
Vampire.
A vampire? No, I'm pretty sure it's a creep. I don't know. I remember this whole scene where the manager ends up overhearing the whole thing, and it's not very good, but I'm pretty sure it's a creep. I can't say 100%, but that's what I'm going with.
Okay, well, what percentage would you say? You said it's not 100%.
I don't even remember what B was. What was the B?
Okay, I'll go through them again one more time. A is vampire. B is zombie. C is creep. D is no good capitalist.
She definitely calls him a creep. I'm like 96% sure.
Okay, very interesting because C is not correct.
Oh. She calls him a...
It is a vampire.
A vampire?
Yes. She says that the manager is a vampire and he wants me to do his bidding or something along those lines. I can't remember the exact quote.
Oh. Well, I just kept replaying it and I remembered it being something that like wasn't good, and I was like, how is vampire like...
Well, because it's Lilo. She's talking to Lilo. And Lilo is into those weird things. So
that's true. I should have thought about it like that, but I didn't. So here we are.
Yeah. All right. Well, I tried to give you something that you might remember. I mean, being Lilo and Stitch is one of your favorites.
I know, I love it, but I just don't remember small details in movies. This is why I struggle with trivia.
That is true. But it makes me happy because I win.
Yeah, of course.
But I mean,
makes you very happy.
In a sense, we all win because trivia is very fun.
And we all learn something new. So
we do.
Win-win.
Exactly. All right. Well, let's go ahead. We're not going to do the typical history and tip. We're just going to go ahead and get into the main topics. Let's start with the Walt Disney World single day ticket prices, because this is just another time this year that Disney has kind of raised some prices on us. But this one specifically is for single day ticket prices. I haven't seen if they've raised prices on like multiple day and Hopper or anything like that, but this one for sure, single day is going up.
Yeah.
From what I've seen, It is mostly for like expenses and also to try to control the crowds a little bit better.
Yeah, and this is also like in addition to it just being for single day, it's also park specific.
Yes.
So, like Magic Kingdom is going to cost the most out of all of them, and followed by Hollywood Studios and then Epcot. And it also is going to depend on the time of the year. Like Christmas is going to cost the most and like cap out at like $189 per ticket
Per
for a
day.
1 day
Yeah.
ticket for a Magic Kingdom, which to me, that just like makes me nauseous.
Yes, that is a crazy price, I think.
Yes, like, I just think about for a family of 4, like, wow.
Yeah,
For
exactly.
1
For
day,
one day.
wow.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think you're right. 189 is the top of Magic Kingdom, and that's going to be specifically the week after Christmas to New Year's. So, which is a
Yes.
pretty big time for people to go. So, uh,
Yes,
but again, these
and
are
I
single day
know,
tickets. It's probably going to be different for multi day.
yes, and I know, like, people have really been talking about this, and this has kinda been, like, a hot topic, so did see that Disney released a statement kinda defending themselves, and, they said a whole bunch of stuff, but then they ended it with the lowest price ticket is $109, which is a price that has not changed in more than 4 years. And I will say the $109 per day ticket is for Animal Kingdom, and that's the base range. So
Yeah.
I just have this feeling that you will rarely see it at that 109.
Oh yeah, probably not.
So, yeah, but they're trying to defend themselves and people are just mad about it right now, and I see why they're pricing people out. I understand as long as people are buying the tickets still and the parks are as crowded as they are, they're gonna keep raising the prices, and that's just
Yeah,
how it
exactly.
is.
That's how it is. Which I mean, it's very weird that they picked this time to do it, though. I mean, with you hear on the news almost daily that there's a recession that's impending, right? And it's just weird to see somebody raising their prices because of that. So
I know.
I
I
don't know.
agree. It's very odd to me. I will say the one thing about this that I guess is kind of good. I don't like the reservation system as is. I wish they would do away with the reservation system. I don't understand why we still have it. But if you're going to have it, at least make it automatic, like
Yes.
when you buy the tickets. And that's what they did with this. So when you buy the single day tickets for a specific park, you automatically get a reservation for that park, which is good because a lot of people have had the problem of booking a ticket or buying a ticket and not knowing, and then they show up and can't get into the park because they don't have a reservation. So,
Yeah, I've
I
seen
do like
multiple
that.
people do that.
Me too. So, I like that they added that in, like, grouped that all together. So, if we have to say something positive about it, that's what it is, although I wish they didn't even have the reservations.
Yeah, and I mean these are prices for single day, single park. These are not park hopper passes. So
Yeah.
park hopper will be more. And I'm sure they'll probably
Yes.
raise the price on park hopper for single day as well.
I think so as well. I did see a statement saying that they will update the pricing on add-ons, including Park Hopper and Park Hopper Plus, but they're going to be updating that pricing on December 8th. So
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll see an increase, but we have to wait until then to see.
Yeah, it'll be very interesting to see if it actually does help with the park crowding. Uh, I'm curious to know. Like, I'm sure they've done their research, but I'm curious to know like how many people are actually using like single day park passes. Like, what's the percentage of the crowd that's actually doing that?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be people who are Florida residents, of course, then they get a discount, but, like, people who don't have annual pass but wanna go for, like, a special occasion, like a birthday or something like that, or, like, maybe someone who's coming in for something else and just wants to go to the park for a day, kinda like people do when they go to, like, California, they decide,
Yeah.
"Hey, I'm gonna go to Disneyland today."
Now, I mean that brings up a very good point. Like we're saying that this is Walt Disney World only, so I'm wondering, are they
Yeah.
going to do something similar in California?
Hmm. I don't know, we'll have to see. I just feel like I know that they have been raising prices and things like that in California as well, but I just feel like the majority of it has been directed towards Disney World.
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
So interesting times we live in, I guess.
Mhm.
All right, so the prices are supposed to begin on December 8th as well. So they're supposed to be doing the initial rollout of the new 1 day ticket prices and also the updating of the pricing of add-ons and options
Yep.
on the same day. So all right, well, let's go into our next news topic. And this one is Disney Cruise Line confirms that they're purchasing an unfinished ship, which that's pretty
Mhm.
interesting. So,
Yes, and apparently this is a massive unfinished ship.
yes. So the ship in particular is its original owner was Genting Hong Kong, and it basically shut down production of this ship because of COVID. Uh, it's going to be pretty. It's a 19-story vessel filled with amenities, so that's pretty big.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously they've been increasing their liners on the Disney cruise lines, and we've gotten how many so far? We've gotten the Disney Wish, we got the Dream, and
Mhm.
Fantasy,
Yeah, there and Magic.
and Magic. Okay, so we've already gotten four. So is this the fifth?
We might be getting one. Well, and then they just announced that, the Disney Treasure is gonna be sailing in 2024, and people have been really excited about that one as well. And so now it says that this will be the 7th fleet. So this new one is gonna be the 7th
The
one.
seventh. Okay, seven
Yes.
total. So how many of those are new?
I mean, the Wish is brand new, and then the
Right.
Treasure in 2024 is gonna be brand new, and then this one. So there's gonna be 3
Okay,
like,
so
new ones.
three new ones. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Mhm.
Very
I
interesting.
know,
That
I think it is interesting because it says that its expected maiden voyage will be in 2025. So I think that that's kind of, um I found that interesting because the Wish sailed, like, just this past year,
right.
and then the Treasure is gonna be 2024, followed immediately the next year by this one if everything goes according to plan. So they are really rolling out the cruise ships,
They
and it
are.
makes me feel like they are going to start focusing less on parks possibly and start putting a lot more into the cruise ships. I mean, they already are, and the cruise ships are incredibly popular, so I see why, but I don't know, it's just interesting.
Yeah, I think so too. I guess, was it just something that they saw as an opportunity because it was already partially finished, and they were like, we can go ahead and get this, finish it out, and be, you know, sailing within the next 2 years or 2.5 years, I guess.
Yeah, maybe it was like a relatively quick flip and making money.
Yeah, and I'm sure they
So,
probably
maybe
got it
so.
pennies on the dollar for what was completed, because the
Yeah.
the company that originally had it, I'm sure, was probably just trying to get some of their expenses back from a project that was just not going to go anywhere.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think it's exciting for the people who are really big cruise line fans to have so many new cruises that they can go on, like, within such a short span of time.
Yeah.
And it was, in my opinion, like, they had those same, cruise lines, like the Magic, the Fantasy, like, all of those had been established and around for a while, so I'm glad that they're bringing in new cruise ships. I just think it's interesting that it's so quick with so many.
Yeah, I also just completely think this is a no-brainer for Disney. I mean,
Yeah.
like I said, if you're looking at it in an aspect of if you're trying to build your fleet even larger, and you know that it's going to be, a huge expense to build one brand new, and you find the opportunity to buy one probably on the cheap for, that's already been partially complete.
Mhm.
I think it's just a no-brainer for Disney. This is one of the things that I think they're probably pretty pleased with themselves stumbling into.
I think so too. I will be curious to see since it was already built. I'm gonna be curious to see if the shape of it, the design of it, like all of that is it's similar enough to the other ones because they all have that same look and I know they can paint and all of that and the interior they can change, but like as far as the structure and the way it already was built, I'm curious to see if it's gonna be close to the other ones.
Yeah, it'll be very interesting to see if it fits that same profile as the others.
Yeah.
But even if it doesn't, I don't think it's that big of a deal. I mean, it
No,
comes
me
down
neither.
to painting and, additions to what's already there.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it'll be interesting.
Yeah. I'm pretty excited to see it going forward and see what they do. Uh, But yeah, I think that we
Me
need
too.
to really focus a little bit more on the cruise line fleet, because
I think so
obviously it's
too.
something that they're putting a lot of time and effort into.
They are. And that's what I'm saying, like, I think the cruises in the past few years have really gained a lot of popularity, and now, like, there's so many like, I really enjoy watching the Disney YouTubers and stuff, and there's so many of them that are going on cruises, like, back to back to back, and those are the videos that are getting the most views, like, people obviously love the cruises. So, I think we also should start doing some more cruise podcasts.
Yeah, I have not been on a Disney cruise. Amanda has. I would
I've
like
been on
to.
one, but
It was a while
yeah, and I've
back.
been on one, it was a long time ago, but I do watch a lot of Disney Cruise Line vlogs and stuff, so I feel fairly well versed on the cruise lines.
Yeah, I watched the announcement whenever they did the live Disney Wish uh, introduction, and I've watched
Yeah.
some YouTube videos on the Disney Wish. So the newer ones look pretty good. They look fun.
Yeah, I know, they do.
Man, 19 stories. That's a pretty big ship.
It's so big, it's scary.
All right. Well, that's going to get us into mousekeeping. We would like to promote our YouTube channel. You can find that link at bit.ly/T3M YouTube. That link is all lowercase. Again, it is bit.ly/T, the number 3M YouTube. Be a part of the conversation by following us on all social media platforms. You can find that at T3M Podcast on all social media platforms. If you love the show, tell your family and friends where they can find us. We only grow because of you spreading the word at home.
Join us for our newest episode, releasing every other Thursday.
All right, that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you all for listening. You can also be a part of the magic by following the show at T3M Podcast on all social media platforms. That's T, the number 3M Podcast. Leave us a 5-star written review and we'll read it on an upcoming episode. If you have an announcement that you would like to have on the show or just want to reach out to us, you can send us an email at t3mpodcast@gmail.com.
Have a zippity doo dah day.
See you real soon.